Hey guys, how's it going? I have something I want to talk to you about. And this particular subject is the TV show Younger, which is based on a novel called Younger. I just finished listening to the audiobook of Younger, and basically I have a lot of thoughts. So let me just begin and say that I'm a big fan of the TV show for years now. I watched all 6 seasons. I'm a really big fan of Nico Tortorella and Sutton Foster and Debbie Mezar and everybody on the cast. But I have a very big fear about the final season. I mean, I don't know if season 7 will be the last one. I hope not. But if it will be the last one, I have a gigantic fear. A really big fear that Liza and Josh will not be together. So basically, I just listened to the audiobook, and the audiobook is the original idea. Liza is called Alice, Caitlin is called Diana. Yeah, basically everything is pretty much different. Maggie is a mother now. She has children. She's pregnant. She has an adopted kid. I'm sorry if it's spoilers, but I mean, the book is from 2005, I think. Yeah, so everything about the book is different. But one thing is not different, and this thing is the romance. The romance between Liza and Josh. Basically, my opinion, and I think every person who sees this TV show or read this book will get the fact that Liza and Josh belong together. They're so well matched. This subject is being talked about in this book, in this original idea. Liza is Alice, everything is different, but this one thing is not different. And I want you guys to understand why I'm so passionate about this. I'm really passionate about this because I believe in romance. I believe in love, and the thing is, what I get from this love story is that you can never be too old to fall in love, and you can never be too old to express yourself and be passionate about subject you admire. And basically what I love so much about this love story is that Josh helps Liza see these things. He helps her get to know herself better. He helps her be free from her miserable life. I mean, she had a daughter, she loved her, she loved raising her, but she was never really truly fulfilled. You can see this in the book in a very strong way. The message is really screaming at you. So guys, basically Josh helps Liza see these things in herself. The things she mistreated in herself, the things she let go of because she was raising a child. I mean, it's all very natural. That's mother's intuitions to do these things. But she got lost in herself. She has very high potential, and I mean, when she fell in love with Josh, it all became very clear that she wasn't really happy. I mean, near the end of the book, Liza said that. She said that she never really was happy. She always felt lonely. She felt lonely all the time. I mean, if her husband, I think it was named Jerry in the book, if her husband was inside the house, she was still feeling lonely. I mean, and I think it says a lot about me, why I care so much about this love story, but I think a lot of the people who watch Younger watch it because of that. Because they want to feel that love still exists, that romance can still be done and be fulfilling, and the fact that we are in a media world doesn't mean that we have to be, I mean, blind to our emotions and to our desires and what our hearts want, you know? And I think in the TV show, a lot of people like Charles. And yes, I'm starting to talk about Charles. I'm very sorry. But this is a huge part, in my opinion. People like Charles because they make him seem like, I don't know. It's like he is most mature way that Liza can be happy, I guess. But I mean, I like Charles as a character. As a boss, he's incredible. He's a great human being or character. I mean, he loves Kelsey. He helps them all the time. The whole thing with Mercury was like annoying, so annoying for me. I mean, like it was like a betrayal. I think it was kind of cheating on her. It felt like that. I mean, books are their whole world. Their whole relationship is based upon the thing that is common to both of them, which is books and writing and expressing yourself in other ways. I mean, this was the conflict when the Josh and Charles and Liza situation. You had this episode where she feels like Josh is stupid for her, I guess, because he doesn't read. He only read manga. And I mean, you can express yourself in a lot of different ways. And basically Josh said that to her. That he's a tattoo artist and this is how he expressed himself. This is a big connection between me and Josh. Like, I mean, you can look at me. I mean, I'm all tatted up, and I mean, Nico as well. This is why I feel like their love story should be their love story. And Charles is the mature choice, is the realistic choice. But love shouldn't be about realism. Love should be about passion. I mean, I don't know if I want to show it to you guys, but I really have passion written on my wall right there because I'm a really big fan of that. I think passion is the thing that motivates us. It's what makes us choose our careers. This is the very thing that makes us choose our loved ones. And I mean, Charles is a very good character, but I'm not excited about him. And I think Liza is getting bored a lot of the time with him. And maybe it's exciting because they have their, you know, old things that they share, like going to a concert of their favorite band and these kinds of things. But I mean, passion is what motivates this relationship between Liza and Josh. It's the thing that made Liza feel like she is sexy again, that she can be happy again, that she can find love again. And yeah, I'm really just scared. I'm really scared that Darren Star and, you know, the writers will fall into this sensation that Charles is the right choice for her. I mean, it's pretty obvious that it was always Josh. It was always meant to be Josh. And I mean, even in the last episode that was released, season 6, episode 12, I'm sorry, it's spoilers. So yeah, guys know that it's spoilers. I mean, even in that last episode, they asked Josh to have the tattoo that he designed for Liza be tattooed as a marketing scheme for everybody that comes and get tattoos in his new tattoo parlor, I guess. And when he asks Liza if he can use it, at the beginning she's like, I guess so. But then she's like, oh no, this is mine, this is ours, it's our connection. I mean, I think it's really, really funny that I care so much about this. But I mean, books is what motivates my life. I really enjoy it. I think it's a connection I and Liza have together. But really, I just love this story. I love the way it's being told. I mean, I just don't like Charles as a partner for Liza. It's like, oh, he's age appropriate for her. But I mean, every single Team Charles person that says that doesn't get the whole point. That's the entire point of the show. Age should not define love. Age should not define sexiness and happiness and motivation and passion. I mean, if you miss this part of the show, I mean, I'm sorry. I really hope I'm not alone in this and everybody else can see it pretty clearly. And it's really not about the fact that Josh is younger. It's about the fact that he made Liza feel sexier and more accepting of herself and more confident, and he gave her the confidence to do a lot of things she was scared to do, and he gave her excitement in her life again. And I mean, if the question is, so now she had the adventure, why can't she just go to Charles? Is the obvious choice, is more mature, they share more interests together. I mean, yeah, sure, you can sit around and talk about books, but when it comes to the final point of a relationship, when it comes to being fun and having fun and being excited and having great adventures and feeling excited about life and happy about life. I mean, we see it pretty clearly she doesn't have it with Charles. I mean, not in a real way like she has with Josh. And I think this is why it's so scary to me that the TV show creators will decide, oh no, we're gonna give it to Charles now. He's gonna win Liza. And it's really scary for me. It's really scary for me because, I mean, that kind of cancel out the entire plot. That kind of cancel out the entire message of this TV show and these books. And I mean, I brought it out to show you guys. I have both of the younger show books. I have Marriage Vacation and the one about Charles. And I mean, as I said, I really like Charles as a character, but he's not for Liza. Not for Liza. He's like a mentor to Kelsey. I mean, this is how I enjoy watching him. I enjoy watching him being like a father figure for Kelsey because we don't really get to see her parent. This is a really big fear of mine because it's really the writer's choice. But I mean, if you choose Charles, you kind of cancel out the entire original idea. In the end of the book, the very last sentence of the book, in the original idea, it was that she wishes nothing will change. And I mean, I read the summary to the new book, Older, and I'm really excited to read this one as well. But I mean, she doesn't want anything to change, and that means having Josh in her life, and that means being a great friend to Maggie and being a great aunt to her children. That's really all you can hope for in this TV show. I mean, Liza finding herself and finding out that she doesn't have to be limited by her age. And yeah, I don't know. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this situation. I want to know if you're Team Charles or Team Josh. And if you're Team Charles, for the love of God, why? It gives nothing. It gives nothing. You can have mutual interest with everyone you want. But I mean, the best romance of my life was with someone I had absolutely nothing to do with. As far as hobbies go, I mean, it's really all about connection and passion and emotional connection and soul-binding relationship. And this is what I get from Josh and Liza. And he really brings out the best in her. And I think that's all you can ask for. And I mean, with Charles, everything about her relationship with Charles is based on interests and about, oh, I'm gonna wake up on Sunday morning and I'm gonna drink a pot of coffee and read the newspaper. I mean, that's so dull. That's so boring. I mean, if the writers will decide to do that, I mean, I will be very disappointed. I hope everybody else will be disappointed because it's really disappointing. Because that's not the message I get from this TV show and these books. That Liza went through everything she went through just to be back at square one, sitting at the dining table, reading the newspaper, drinking coffee. I mean, that's so boring. That's so dull. That's not what romance looks like. I mean, and Liza saw it too in season 6. I mean, she was asked by Charles to go to this event thing, and I mean, they did this whole thing that they run away together, and he's also done with it. And I mean, okay, great, but I mean, she shouldn't feel like this in the first place. Bored and boredom. That's not what love is about. Love should be exciting and happy, and I feel like she gets it with Josh all the time. And I mean, and yeah, Team Josh all the way. Hey. And really, I really hope the younger writers will see this video, I guess, and they will hear me out, because I feel like I'm onto something. I feel like every viewer of this TV show is also here for the funny things, like the garlic knot episode. I mean, that was hilarious. Or the Audrey Colbert. I mean, that was I was dying gagging. Oh my god. Lauren, how could we not talk about Lauren? Lauren wasn't in the fucking book. I mean, Lauren is an incredible character. I fucking adore her. She's my idol. Molly Bernard, I love you. I mean, yeah. We need Josh and Liza together, guys. We need them together. I can't say it enough. I think every viewer that is invested in their relationship, and that's the most part, I think everybody that's Team Charles see sophisticated, more, you know, mature way of their relationship. I mean, what's her future with Josh and things? I know, I get it. But that's not about the healthy choice. It's about romance. And romance isn't always realistic. Stuff can go down and people will be tossed with someone they really don't have anything to do with in mutual interests or people in their lives. But I mean, if they connect, and this garlic knot, this garlic knot between Liza and Josh, that's everything. That's everything to me. I mean, I'm so invested in this TV show. I'm invested in this book. I really adore the fact and the message that women and everybody basically shouldn't be judged by their age or religion or sexual orientation. I mean, yeah, that's the message I get from this TV show. And I feel like if the ending wasn't Josh and Liza, then the entire message go to hell. I mean, I would still rewatch it. I mean, I rewatched it a million times now, but oh my god, it scares me a lot. It scares me a lot. And even on the podcast, The Younger Uncovered, I think it's called, the podcast on Spotify, I listen to it all the time. Every time a new episode comes out, which it wasn't for a long time now. But I listen to it as well, and I mean, I don't know. Team Josh forever.